Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Divine Masculine update. I was going to do this like 4 days ago, but I didn't. So that's the exciting end to that story. So today's Divine Masculine update, basically just finding out what's going on with their energy, what's going on with their headspace, their heart space, the obstacles that are in the way, and then the outcome type of thing, right? So just find out what's going on with them. I've been super tired the last couple of days. Not that anybody asked, but might have something to do with the retrograde, sade. I don't know how to speak English, I guess. And I don't know if you guys know this, but if you are an Earth sign, August is supposed to be a very transformative month, and I am an Earth sign, so I am being transformed. Probably why I am so tired. So if you guys are Earth signs, you might resonate with feeling tired and stuff like that. You guys have to let me know. Anyway, so let's just get right into it instead of me talking about stuff you don't care about. Let's find out what's going on with the Divine Masculine's energy at this time. Okay, so we'll get like 5 or 6 cards for the Divine Masculine. All right, so dear Spirit, what's going on with the Divine Masculine at this time? What's going on with their energy right now? What energy are they in? Let's see. So as an energy, I already got the King of Cups in reverse. That's the way it came out. King of Cups in the upright position is always talking about following their heart, right? Basically kind of ambitious with their emotions, knowing, knowing how they feel type of thing. When it's in the reverse, it basically means like they're feeling let's say the opposite of expressive, so kind of volatile, a little bit, not being able to communicate right now. So basically, to me, as an energy, having the King of Cups in reverse kind of is like to me saying that they're a bit overwhelmed right now emotionally, and not really able to come. They don't feel like expressing themselves right now. Let's say, right, because there might be a lot going on right now. Emotionally for them. And yeah, look at that. Right after that you have the Devil, okay? And the Devil is about attachment and codependency and stuff like that. So already as an energy for the Divine Masculine, there's already this element of feeling trapped, feeling connected to something, not being able to express themselves properly, right? So they might be going through their own bit of transformation at the moment, which is causing the energy to them to be just a bit chaotic. At this time, I might be mirroring my own Divine Masculine because I feel very much some of that energy as well. So let's see what other energy it's got going on for the Divine Masculine. Yeah, but you look at this and you see the Chariot, right? So you see them. The energy is very much of a new direction coming in right during the middle of the week type of thing. And these readings are usually for about 7 or 8 days that I try to do them for. So. Already in the middle of the week, there's going to be this type of new direction that they're going to be heading in, right? This new available energy towards them. So right now they might be feeling uncommunicative and a little bit repressed and just not being able to express themselves, kind of codependent on situations and stuff. But there's an energy of a new direction coming in. So something that's very something that's available to them. After that, you have this 3 of Swords, okay, and that's about betrayal. And this, to me, already is about the stuff that they've been going on in their relationship with their Divine Feminines, right? The stuff that the pain that they've caused you guys, the backstabbing and stuff like that. That is kind of like very much about as an energy. It's very much that there's a little bit of remorse. I said this in the last video that I did about the energy update, is that they feel a little bit remorseful, right? And after that, I have the the 6 of Swords, which is about moving on to away from pain, kind of away from anguish, and as a mental energy, it's very much about trying to get to a better place, thinking wise, right, in your subconscious type of just basically thinking and feeling better, right? So already there's this they want to get away from the energy is very much like pulling them in a direction where they're kind of forced to look at things that they've done to their Divine Feminine, being forced to kind of look at what's really happened in the relationship, right? And I said this again in my last video, that they're very much feeling a little bit regretful and remorseful as the divine feminine, tries to empower themselves and move on to better situations. The divine masculine is feeling very unsure of what's going on with the divine feminine, right? And after that, I have the temperance card, okay? And I also mentioned this in my video as well, about the divine masculine. People are searching for balance, okay? And this goes for both parties. There's a lot of balance going on right now in the collective as a spiritual whole, and so people are looking for balance. So the temperance card really is speaking about all kinds of balance, right? Not just in the 3D, but that emotional, spiritual balance, right? You can see this dragon here trying to, he's in that water, basically, trying to, and water is kind of a metaphor for like cleansing, right? So it's just kind of cleansing the impurities and the toxicity and stuff. So as an energy at the end, that's basically, saying that there's an ending point here that's getting towards them feeling balanced in their emotions, right? And the way that they feel and their spiritual enlightenment type of thing, right? So they're getting towards a place where they feel, where they're actually balanced their emotions, so they're able to come forward. So the energy over the next 7-8 days kind of is just about them, like, again, feeling a bit remorseful, trying to go in a new direction, getting away from the attachment, the codependency, and not being able to express themselves, right? So, but first they have to kind of look at what went wrong and really deal with it, and then find that balance in order to come to terms with everything that's happened, right? So let me find out about their headspace, okay? Find out what they're thinking, right? This is basically going to be in terms of headspace is kind of like what's going through their mind at the time, about the connection, about the divine feminine, and really just about life in general, all combined into one type of energy, right? So we'll just see. So dear spirit, what's going on with the divine masculine's headspace right now? First card that came out is the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So they're looking for some new beginnings in the 3D. They're very much focused on the 3D, on what to do with the 3D, how to make new investments, how to basically start something new, right? As an energy in the mind state, any ace is about a beginning. And as a mental energy, to me, that's kind of them trying to look for just a new way of seeing things, right? And after that, you have the Queen of Swords, okay? And as a mental energy, and the Swords card is mental energy. That's kind of about. She's a little defensive, but not defensive to the point where she's refusing to accept the truth or anything like that. It's more about speaking her truth, right? Being confident. The Queen of Swords is a confident energy, and it's mostly about coming in and being very, very concise and being direct with what you want, right? It really speaks to an independence, okay? So they're really trying to form their own thoughts and opinions, I think, right? Having that next to an ace, it's like they're looking for some sort of clarity already inside their mind. They're thinking about their divine feminine. Definitely here with the Two of Wands, that's about planning to travel towards the divine feminine. So they're already thinking about how to make their move. You can see this dragon kind of offering something, right, with that globe, holding it up to you, the viewer, but towards the divine feminine in this case. And so they're already thinking about how to do that, how to speak their truth type of thing, and just thinking about the types of actions that are needed in their own life and how to in regards to the divine feminine, right? Because divine masculine, whether or not you are feeling it or whether or not you believe it, at some point the divine masculine comes to realize that they've kind of screwed the pooch, so to speak, and that they've kind of messed things up a lot more than they think that they have. And so, if you're wrong, it's very hard to come to terms with being wrong, right? Apologizing is very hard for them. It's very hard for the divine masculine to come in and apologize, and it might be very hard for the divine feminine to forgive, okay? So, and that's, again, that mirroring type of energy. Because after that, look at this. You have the Justice card, right? I shouldn't have made the laptop so low. But Justice card is all about bringing balance. Again, you have that balance scale underneath there. So it's about bringing justice to the situation. So it's about bringing that fairness towards the divine feminine, right? Again, they're planning that they're thinking about how to come forward and bring justice towards the situation, in order to give the divine feminine something to believe in, right? To make, to say like, hey, you're not crazy, like, I have feelings too, or whatever they want to say. They want to bring something in towards you guys. And after that, you have the Seven of Wands, right? So they're already thinking about the burdens and the stuff like that that they have in their relationship and the defensive energy, right? You can see this dragon defending himself against these little villagers trying to attack him. I don't know why the dragon would be so scared. I mean, the last time I checked, dragons could breathe fire. This is a pretty bitchy dragon, but I guess the energy would be, though, that it's just a defensive type of energy, right? Burdens and stuff like that, a lot of stuff on the mind, a little bit of competition, just really feeling stressed, right? Seven of Wands isn't like a relaxed energy at all. So they're definitely trying to bring justice towards that situation. They're trying to relieve the divine feminine of the feelings. Like, they know that they've made you guys very stressed and that they've caused quite a few things in your life to go kind of awry, and so they really are looking for ways to make plans and just come forward, and they're thinking about how to tell you guys their truth. And after that, you have the Strength card, which is coming out underneath the Temperance card, okay, which is about balance. And the Strength card is basically about compassionate, like real strength takes a kind of let's say like a stable, like real effort, right? To have real strength, it requires there's a word I'm looking for some reason I can't think of it right now, but it requires an energy of gentleness, like you can see this woman like nursing this dragon here, and the dragon would be the metaphor for something that's very, very strong, but this woman is being very graceful. That's the word I'm looking for. Graceful, right? She's handling all that power with grace, right? Handling all the burdens, and she's just moving forward with an element of calm and grace. And again, there's already that mirroring energy, right? The Two of Wands is coming out underneath the Chariot, and those are both like action cards, right? The Justice comes out underneath the Three of Swords, which is, again, that's about, right? They want to bring justice to the betrayal. The Six of Swords is about moving on. Seven, you have that seven, right? So 6 to 7. Seven of Wands is really about that defensive energy, the burdens, the competition, the stress, the feeling like you have to be on edge type of thing, right? The battles and stuff like that. So it's already like, and the Temperance card is about bringing that balance and having that serenity, and the Strength card is about being graceful. So there's already very much, very many similar energies going on, right? So basically, they're thinking about how to bring balance and how to bring justice towards the situation and to end all the conflict and stuff like that. But it requires a deal of strength, and so they're not quite in that energy yet, but they are getting there, because in the middle of both of these readings you have the Chariot and the Two of Wands, and again, that's both action cards, right? Chariot's a new direction, drive, ambition. Two of Wands is about making plans to travel, moving forward. It's a moving energy, okay? So let me find out what their heart space is like, which is, again, as you can probably guess, what they're feeling, right? So how is the Divine Masculine feeling at this time towards the Divine Feminine, towards the connection? How is the Divine Masculine feeling or spirit? Yeah, so I had the Seven of Swords in reverse, right? So the Seven of Swords upright typically speaks to like theft and kind of like getting away with things, and not necessarily, it's not the best energy to get in. So when you think about feeling, it's kind of like giving up type of energy. When I see this card in an upright, it's about that the Seven of Swords. Like, this card doesn't really look like the traditional tarot card, which pretty much indicates, and the right away, it definitely looks like somebody's stealing some shit. And the Seven of Swords, in this deck particular, it's kind of about that illusion of something that isn't really there. And every deck has little definitions. But personally, when I look at a card like this and having it in the reverse, to me, it's already like they're feeling like they don't understand anything. That's what I really feel when I look at this card. It might not be the true definition of the card, which is about theft and stuff like that, but it's more like their feelings of, they don't understand. Kind of, to me, it almost feels like they don't understand where the connection has gone. And honestly, if I'm just going off of what I'm feeling, but right after that, you have the Four of Wands, which is the twin flame card. So they very much, they feel the connection, or they want their twin flame. It's just that there's this element inside of their heart of like, I just feels like, to me, they don't know where their relationship is headed with their twin flame. Like, they don't know where the Divine Feminine is at. They don't know where the where the connection is going type of thing. So they feel the connection, but they're very unsure of what's going on with their divine feminine at this time. And right after that, I had the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, and the Five of Pentacles is always speaking about kind of like a test of resources being left out in the cold, right? So they're pretty aware that they left you guys out in the cold. Definitely, definitely aware that they left you out in the cold. You'd have to be pretty stupid to not know that. And when it's reversed, it's pretty much, being it's kind of like that fear of change type of thing. So inside their heart, it's like they're still afraid to commit to you guys, still afraid to come forward. They're still, they still think about you guys. They still feel the connection, and they feel that passion, but there's still an element of clinging on to things that don't serve them. This could be the karmic situations and the whatever that might mean, right? Relationships, jobs, etc., etc. But right after that, you have the Judgment card, which is about coming to terms with your past and just whoever's in the right is in the right, and whoever's in the wrong is in the wrong. And it really is a decision card, okay? And you can see this woman playing the harp in the middle of like all the stuff that's going on in the background, right, with all the storms. Basically, she's very calm because she knows where she stands, and so she can just play her music and chill the hell out. And so it's like they're getting to a point where they have to make a decision within their heart. And again, look at this. This is all mirroring, right, type of energy. It's coming out right underneath the Justice card. Okay, Justice again is about like that bringing in that balance, and this is like the heart. This is like the decision. It's like they're thinking about it, they're feeling it. So some of it's already matching up. So they want to they're feeling that they have to make a decision. Right after that, you have the Star card, okay? And the Star card is about having faith, hope in the connection. So they very much, that it's written in the stars. You can see these two dragons here, black and white, the duality, right? The yin and the yang type of thing. So they're looking at stars for hope and signs, not really looking at each other, but they're intertwined, right? So, you guys are still intertwined in the relationship, and they're looking for signs what to do because they have a different perspective than you guys, right? You guys might be like, what the hell? Why don't they get it? And, I get that, of course, but they're thinking about the connection in a very different way. So, but they do have faith, and they know that they have to make a decision. It's just very hard for them to come forward, and, they're not really sure how their divine feminine would react if they did decide to come forward. And they're also, trying to cling on to things that don't really serve them. But they're getting into that energy of making a decision soon. And, right here we have the Eight of Cups, which is about moving on to calmer waters, okay? And moving on to calmer waters, moving away from emotional situations that don't serve you anymore. And that is basically, that what they're feeling is that they're, as a feeling card, it's basically like they're trying to get away from everything that's made them feel bad, right? And they're feeling like they're even feeling that the divine feminine is moving on. Okay, they're not really sure where the divine feminine is at right now. That's really energy that I'm picking up on, is that the divine masculine is very unsure, and because they're unsure of the twin flame relationship right now, they need to come forward. That's why there's that decision energy, right? Because as the divine feminine, this is what every divine feminine should be doing. I don't care where you're at in your journey. If you're focusing on yourself and you're just like, doing the best that you can, loving yourself, putting your best foot forward type of energy, and just really, really focusing on what you can do, regardless of whether or not whatever has been happening to you in your twin flame relationship, and you're just going forward, like that's an energy of empowerment. And it might take a while to get where you truly feel happy by yourself, but getting there, it takes steps to get there, and you're taking the steps. All divine feminines, I feel, are taking some steps, even if sometimes it doesn't feel like it, right? You might take 5 steps forward and then take 2 back, but you're still making some type of progress, okay? And so the divine masculine's heart space is already like they're feeling like the divine feminine is kind of moving on, and that's why they need to make that decision, because before they know it, they're going to lose the divine feminine, okay? And it might be a while before they ever see them again. So there is that energy going on right now in their heart space, okay, over the next 7 days, a week or so, right? So let me find out what the obstacles are. So what's keeping them from, coming into union, right? So dear Spirit, what is the obstacles for the divine masculine at this time? Yeah, and as an obstacle, it's just this is the Page of Cups, which is about just expressing emotions, basically. It's not necessarily a proposal or coming forward. It's more about that. It's more about news of love, just trusting your heart intuitions, going with the, it's a water card. So it's just about, feeling the love type of thing, right? That kind of energy. And so obstacles is that they're kind of not really like, I mean, this woman's even drinking from her own cup, okay, and she's not really sharing it with anybody. So to me, as an obstacle, it's just really that they're not sharing their emotions, and that again was that King of Cups in reverse is an energy, okay. So it already matches. What else is an obstacle? I'll get 2 more cards for an obstacle. So we get that they're not sharing their emotions. That's pretty obvious. That's pretty much always how it is. And then you have the Lover's card, okay, which again is another twin flame card. The Lover's card is about choosing decisions. They're not making that decision right now, but again, you have that Judgment card, so they will be. It's just right now, and this is coming out underneath the 4 of Wands. Okay. Oh my God, there's a giant spider on the ground, and I feel like they always just try to. I feel like these spiders are like really like ganging up on me, and I don't know. I also just had deja vu, which is crazy. Jesus, that's a really weird feeling to have. Deja vu. Sorry to interrupt the reading with my random deja vu. Anyway, crap. Yes. So spiders and deja vu, fun stuff. So yeah, they haven't made that decision yet. Okay, they're not really like. There's that connection going on, and they're just like not. They're not putting all the effort that they could be into the connection because there's still something blocking them. So let me get 1 more card to just clear all this up. Like, what is blocking the Divine Masculine at this time? What is the ultimate block for the Divine Masculine? It's keeping them from coming forward. What is the ultimate block that is keeping them from just coming forward? Let's see if I can get 1 card to just decide what it is. It'd be really great if it was the High Priestess because I feel like that would make a lot of sense, but we'll see what comes out. Oh, so this is kind of like the High Priestess. This is the Hierophant, okay? And to me, this means they don't have enough information. That's exactly what it means. As a regular card, just in general, as an influence kind of thing, it's about, learning, education, rite of passages, that type of stuff like that. It's just like the divine timing, honestly. It's that they don't know enough, okay? Right now, in the connection, it's like they're very much thinking about coming forward. They're feeling like the Divine Feminine is kind of moving on, or they don't know what's going on with them, and they're very conflicted. Obviously, they haven't expressed their emotions, and they're still holding on to their emotions, right? Not explaining themselves. But that's, the biggest obstacle is because they don't know enough. They haven't gone through the proper transformation yet. But they will be, because August is a month of communication, by the way. 8, right? 8 is communication. 8 of Wands is a communication type of thing. So I'm going to find out what their actions they're going to be taking this month. So, dear Spirit, what actions is the Divine Masculine going to be taking towards the connection this month? So, I have the Hangman. So that's about self-sacrifice, patience, waiting for the right moment to come forward. So already there's an element that they're waiting for something. Okay, so what are they waiting for, Spirit? Why are they waiting to come forward? They would be sacrificing something. Let's see what else I can get. What other actions are they going to be taking towards the connection? Yeah, so I remember how I was talking about they haven't transformed yet. Death card, transformation. So it's like they're waiting for. I mean, they might not be consciously waiting for it, but there's this element of transformation that's coming into their lives, into the Divine Masculine, and they could be waiting for even the Divine Feminine to transform in some way. And again, I don't mean conscious. I'm not saying like that like it's like your job to transform in order for them to, like, that's not what I mean at all. I mean that Divine Feminines transform as an energy, as like a spiritual being, which causes the Divine Masculine to come back. That's kind of what I'm talking about, right? So they're already waiting for these elements and things to come forward, even if they're not mentally aware of it. It's just that really about that divine timing type of thing, about waiting for what's going to happen to go to happen, right? When that Divine Feminine feels completely empowered and they're like, I don't need my Divine Masculine, and they know that, that's usually when they come forward. And I'll share a small story before I go on. When I first met my twin, I remember she didn't text me for like a week, right? She got my number and she didn't text me for a week. And I remember by this like 7th day, I literally said, and I was talking to this other girl at the time, and I literally said to this other girl, I was like, fuck it. I honestly don't give a shit if she ever texts me again. And I meant it. Like, I truly meant it. At that time, I'd only known my twin for 2 or 3 months, and I don't even think I knew that she was my twin at that point. I just knew that we had a very spiritual connection. I thought we were just soulmates maybe at the time. And literally 5 minutes later, she texted me. Because, like, I truly did not give a shit if she ever texted me back. and then she did text me, okay? I'm sure you can guess how the rest of that story went. But back then, right, that was the energy. Just like, I don't care if she doesn't text me. And then she did. And that's kind of what I mean when I was talking about the transformation type of thing. When the Divine Feminine gets in that energy, that's usually when they come back. But it also is the personal transformation that they're waiting on, that you guys are waiting on for them. It's pretty much both parties, really. So what else is... what actions they're going to take? This is a great card to get. Look at this. This is the Fool card, right? Egg waiting for the baby dragon to come out. Basically, kind of, it's a precursor to the World card, but basically all the Fool means here is that a new beginning, okay? Going forward, just looking to start over type of energy. And so, the actions that they're going to be taking during this month is definitely... It's a bit of self-sacrifice, a bit of waiting, some transformation, but they're going to be coming in for a new beginning. What other actions are the Divine Masculine going to be taking during August, during this time? Yeah, so you have the Page of Swords, and that's about contracts, right? It could be the contract between the Divine Feminine, right, between the Twin Flame connection, but it also speaks to a kind of mental agility, cleverness coming in with their truth type of thing. This is more truth energy, basically being more confident in their thinking. So there's already an element of coming in for something, right? That new beginning, thinking more clearly about the situation. And then look at that. Yeah. 8 of Wands. What did I tell you? 8 of Wands is about the, right? That's the connection. That's the month. August 8. 8 of Wands. I said that. I'm pretty sure I said that. I know I know I'm tired, but I definitely mentioned the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is about communication, okay? They'll be coming in for some type of communication this month, okay? Divine Feminines, you guys need to, again, just focus on yourself. Get in that energy of being prepared that they're going to come back, but not giving a shit. It's a paradox, I know. It's like trying to relax. How the hell do you relax when you've got debt? I don't know. Don't ask me. But that's the energy, okay? So I'm going to end it there because that's a really good place to end for the 8 of Wands, so as far as the actions go. So that's good. So again, they're waiting on some type of change and transformation. That's 3 major arcana, okay? And just one spread there. So it's already like transformation, sacrifice, waiting for they're coming in for that new beginning, thinking clearly, communicating, okay? So there's going to be some type of communication. I'm feeling towards middle, end of the month, okay? As things go on, especially depending on the situation. Obviously, everybody's different, but as a general reading, there's going to be some type of communication coming in this month. Okay, that's good. So let me just end it with finding out what the outcome is. What's the outcome for the near future for this divine couple? Dear Spirit. Yeah, so you have the Divine Masculine card. I always see the Emperor as a Divine Masculine card, at least this version of it. But as an outcome, this is about knowing what to do, kind of confidence, authority, power. You just think of an emperor and what they represent. If I'm thinking of an emperor, I always think of somebody in complete control, right? So it's going to give you guys control over your emotions for sure. Okay, the emperor doesn't let his heart rule his head. So there's going to be an element of control, and I don't mean trying to control. I mean that you're in control. And to me, I just think that means in control of your emotions type of thing, okay? So let's see what else. What else is the outcome for this divine couple? Dear Spirit. There's going to be an element of control. What else is there going to be? Let's see. Yeah, so the Ten of Pentacles, okay? Ten of Pentacles is wealth, family, joy, contentment, completion, okay? Being happy, family life, marriage, that type of energy, okay? So that's a very, very good card to get. And that's talking about, right, it's a pentacle card, so it's already saying, like, in the 3D, there's going to be some type of joy, something worth celebrating, basically. If I got the 3 of Cups, that would basically confirm that, but it's like feeling in control of everything, okay? And again, yeah, you have the King of Pentacles, and this is about that stable man, stable offer, stable energy, grounded energy, wealth, prosperity type of thing. So there's going to be it's going to be stable, right? I feel like whatever's coming in this month, or the outcome of the relationship in general in the near future is going to be very stable and bring some type of some 3D type of 3D stability, something real in the 3D, something you can actually rely on. And right after that, you have the Ace of Swords, which is a new beginning. Any ace is a new beginning, brand new. It's a great card to have. And speaking as a swords card, it's basically meaning a new way of thinking. So as an outcome for the relationship, it's just a new beginning in the way that you both see each other, the way that you both think, the way that you both act. and it's going to affect every aspect of your life. So let me get one more card for the outcome. But having an ace is already great because it just means there's going to be a new way of seeing things for both of you guys, and it's going to allow you guys to appreciate each other and the relationship more. Okay, and then you have the Three of Wands, which is about moving on to better places, right? This dragon's crossed a lot of fire, right? You can see him holding on to those wands. Three of Wands is like action, adventure, events speeding up, more kind of communication energy, more passion type of thing. So it's about going in the right direction type of thing. So they're very much as an outcome, they're very things speed up, right? There's no more blockages really. So let me get one more card. I would end it on a 3, but I don't want to end it on a 3 because I don't know. So what else? What else is the outcome, dear Spirit? Let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Holy shit. I could not make this up if I tried, right? Ace of Wands, okay? 2 aces in one reading is, that means good partnership, okay? And so Ace of Wands is a new beginning, new passion, new energies, new way of, doing things, new way of acting, new way of behaving. Just, a new beginning again, okay? This could be the partnership, like the creative partnership that Divine Masculines, Divine Feminines often enter in. The way that you guys just behave, the way that you guys, the things that you do together. So, you guys are going to be, it's just things really, really pick up, and you guys might be having a lot of communication, a lot of dealings with each other, and all the things that were in the past are going to just be in the past, okay? And that's again why you have that Death card there, right? And right, this is by the way, this is coming out underneath the Eight of Wands, okay? Eight of Wands about communication. Ace of Wands, also kind of about communication, right? But mostly just about that new beginning. So again, just as a summary, the Divine Masculine is going to be really, as an energy, they're not there yet, okay? They're still not communicating. They're holding on to their feelings. They haven't expressed themselves yet. But it's August 2nd, guys, okay? So by the end of the month, there's going to be some type of communication. I can't say for everybody, and I can't say this month because it's a general reading. If you want a personal reading, you guys can email me. I have my email underneath my my bio, but it's basically just my name, KieranHunter@yahoo.com. Check for spelling. Most people can't spell my name correctly, so you probably should try and look up how to spell it. And I'll do a free reading for you guys for the month of for the rest of the month, August, and then I'm going to start charging in September. But for August, it's free readings. Okay, so if you guys want a more personalized reading, let me know. Okay. As for this reading, it's over. That wasn't a good segue. Yeah, but no, again, just this month is about some type of new beginning, okay? In the center of this reading, out of all the cards that I pulled, there's the Fool, okay? And you have the Twin Flame card, and you have two Twin Flame cards. You have the Lovers and the Four of Wands, okay? All right, guys, I hope this reading was helpful. I'm going to go try and find that spider, and I'm going to bash its brains in. And then I'm gonna smear it on the wall so the other spiders they know as a warning not to mess with me. Okay. All right, guys. I hope this reading was helpful, and let me know if it was or wasn't. And you guys have an awesome day.